Two pieces of news to break here. One on Watson.
Yes.
Watson Anywhere now. You'll be able to run Watson in Amazon's cloud, in Microsoft's cloud, as well as in IBM's cloud. Why do this? And kind of percentage-wise, how much do you think it can grow the Cognitive Solutions Group?
Yeah. So look, but there's more than two big pieces of news at this conference. As you said, 26,000 people, 2,000 business sessions here. And what Watson Anywhere is about, it's really demand of clients, and it's got to do with data. You know, we talk a lot about how much data everyone has and where is the data, and do you have to protect it, do you want to move it? And so this is really in response to that. So it says Watson can run on your premise. You didn't mention that. On your premise, it can run in any cloud, and it can connect between them. And so that's really what clients are asking for. They may say, you know what, I want to train Watson with my own data on my prem, and then I'll run it on a cloud somewhere else. Or I want to experiment somewhere, but then when it comes to production, my trading algorithms, I want to run it here. And so it's got to do with both size, location, protection of data, and then the ability to run anywhere. And the run anywhere comes, I mean, when you say why now, we had to do a lot of work around the IBM Cloud Private, which is what Watson runs on. That's Kubernetes based, that's container based, which has everything to do with our hybrid position. As you know, Red Hat's coming up.
Yeah.
And so this allows it to move anywhere out there.
So how much can this grow the Watson business?
This is a big piece, not just of Watson, a big piece of hybrid cloud, which you've heard me say, we think that's $1 trillion market, and we'll be #1 in it. So that gives you a good feeling.
You're also announcing this cloud integration platform.
Yes.
Fitting on that same theme you were just talking on, and we've heard it from other companies too. Businesses are demanding to be able to get data out of these various silos, get them ready to move to the cloud. How is IBM's approach with this different than, say, Salesforce, MuleSoft? They told the same story around, hey, we need to get data out of all these places so our customers can put it to work.
Very big difference. So first, back up. This conference is about Chapter 2, scaling AI, and now the cloud becomes hybrid. And the reason it becomes hybrid is because the first chapter of the cloud, a lot of customer-facing new apps went on the public cloud. But now, Chapter 2 is you've got mission critical. That's all on-prem that's got to move, and it's going to take containers, Kubernetes, open technologies to then move those. And what you start to have to happen is that people are going to end up with, in fact, we've done studies, 40% in a private cloud, 60% in public. If you're regulated, the other way around. And then you're going to move data between and amongst those and then have to manage them. That's what we're doing. So the integration platform that you just mentioned that's being announced is to allow you to manage data and services and apps moving between these places and communicating between them.
When do we start to see, if your setup is correct about IBM being differently positioned from a Salesforce, when do we start to see an acceleration of IBM pulling ahead of the others who are telling a similar story?
Yeah, well, first off, Salesforce is a partner of ours too, right? And remember, they work with Watson. We've got a lot of things. We're the #1 implementer of Salesforce. But when it comes to integrating apps and modernizing them, because Chapter 2 here is going to be driven by modernization of mission-critical apps. That is right in our sweet spot. And so when you say, when do we start to see some of that? You saw last quarter our cognitive solutions. You saw that return to growth. You saw that hybrid cloud very strong, IBM Cloud Private very strong. And you actually saw in our services business things like BNP Paribas, the biggest bank, all to the cloud. You'll see us announce another big financial services to the cloud while we're here at this conference. And so you saw that with our services backlog, 30% now cloud. So these are all indicators that this is moving.